one stage during the illness, he said to me that he needed me to be strong. And Raymond had always said that I was the stronger of the two in the relationship. Even out of the relationship, he always saw me as a strong person. I never saw that in myself, actually, but lots of people say that I am. My name is Alan Cutkelvin Rees, and I'm a member of the Islington and Hackney Dignity in Dying campaigning group. We're campaigning for a change in the law on assisted dying.
When Alan received this devastating news that his partner of almost 30 years had been diagnosed with inoperable pancreatic cancer, it was to be something that would turn his life upside down and dominate the next 10 years of his life. Since then, Alan has spent every single moment campaigning for a change in the law, that is to legalise assisted dying in the United Kingdom. Raymond chose to die at a Dignitas apartment in Switzerland. This is a country which provides assisted dying to those terminally ill. What you're about to see is a story of a bereaved man who will not give up the fight until the law is changed.
I met Raymond in July 1979 through a mutual friend of ours. Raymond was from Edinburgh. His father was originally from Belize, and his mother was from Edinburgh. Ray was mixed race, 4 years older than me. And we first went out to see a movie together, and at the end of the evening he ended up with him coming back to my flat, and basically that was the start of our relationship. I got a phone call from Raymond telling me that he was at the Whittington Hospital in North London, I think it is, yeah. That he'd been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and that he was terminally ill. All of this he told me over the phone within a couple of minutes. I just broke down on the phone.
Raymond revealed to Alan his intentions of travelling to Dignitas, and after initially refusing to even consider the idea, Alan was later prepared to help him. They began the process on October 26th, a day Alan will never forget as it was his birthday. And just 4 months later, on the 27th of February 2007, Alan and his friend Dr. Michael Irwin accompanied Raymond to Zurich, Switzerland.
I was fine up until the point where we were sat waiting for the flight to be announced in the lounge area. And I was sitting opposite Raymond and just staring at him thinking, why the hell are we here when we could be at home now? And this could be done at home. The flight over, he was ill on the flight. And then when we got to the airport, I had to arrange for a wheelchair because to take him off the plane into the terminal because he was too weak to walk. And then when I saw him in the wheelchair, I just could not push it. I had to get a porter to do it. It may sound a silly thing, but I just couldn't do it. To push someone in a wheelchair that I've been with for 28 years and who didn't look like the person that I originally knew, it was just horrific. So the next day we took the cab to the apartment, and then when the taxi pulled up outside the apartment, one of the carers came out to meet us, who was a woman, and the first thing that Raymond said about this woman was that she looked like my mother, which in fact she did. And Raymond was very close to my mum, and we were sitting together at the table, and he was just about to get up to go and lie on the bed, and he just said to me that this must be very weird for you. And then he went to lie on the bed, and I sat on the bed with him. And then the carer came and just handed him. It was like a shot glass, like a shot of vodka. Took the glass from her and drank it, and then within a minute and a half, he was asleep. And then within 2 months, he passed away.
On his return to London, Alan was arrested, just the second person ever in the UK to be arrested on suspicion of helping someone commit suicide. The 1961 Suicide Act criminalises anyone who aids someone else's suicide. However, he was released without charge, as such prosecution would not be within the public interest, despite sufficient evidence. Alan is now a member of Dignity in Dying, who campaign for assisted dying for those terminally ill with less than 6 months to live.
So we believe, obviously, that the law in the UK is broken because it's failing dying people and their loved ones, and it means that they're left with a pretty dismal set of options at the end of life. They can either let nature take its course, but there's no guarantee that their pain and suffering will be relieved. And that means that a lot of people feel that they have to take matters into their own hands, and we know that about 300 terminally ill people every year end their own lives, and they're forced to do that on their own, at home, behind closed doors, because they don't want to incriminate their loved ones.
Raymond was a very, very honest man. In fact, the most honest person I've ever met in my life. I don't think I've ever met anyone so honest as him. And he was the only person I'd ever been in love with. And our relationship was just great, and I miss him every single day. If we could have had the assisted dying process in the UK, then we could have had more time together. More precious time together. That's the important thing. If he was here, if he was still alive, we would still be together. I know that for a fact.
So you were a team?
Yep. Yeah. One thing I adored about Raymond was his smile. He could just smile at me, and that would get me out of a mood or change my opinion about something. He was just an adorable person.